Yeah.
Hello there.
Hello there. It's your favourite bitches.
I'm Kate.
I'm Kaylin and I'm Courtney. And this is Bitches in the Break Room.
Welcome back, folks. I can't do accents. I'm trying.
Oh, Caitlin. I can do basically every accent.
Yeah,
except
I literally can't do anything but Southern.
I can't do Irish and I can't do Scottish. Speaking of accents, something that's pissing me off lately is every time I've gone out for the past month, every single time, someone's son somewhere is like, you sound like you're from out west.
Oh, Valley Girl.
Everyone says that to me. And literally last night I picked Alyson up from the airport and she was like, it's the way that you drag your words. And like I said something and she goes, eh. And I was like,
Yeah, it is.
do I sound dumb?
No, but you definitely have a Valley Girl.
I'm from North Carolina. I've lived here my entire life.
It's the last word.
I've talked like that my whole life too. Like I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to like make fun of me because I would be like, Noah.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, Noah is a name. Like, you know, like, I don't know. It's just who I am. I don't make the rules.
Yeah. I don't know where that comes from.
But I don't really know what my true voice sounds like because it changes constantly. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the way that I speak, like, sometimes I'm talking like this. Like, sometimes I'm using that, like, bottom half of my diaphragm and it's, like, more deep, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm talking more like this and it's more, like, soft and I don't know.
Are you crazy? Are you like a maniac?
Well,
maybe?
my therapist wants me to get a full psychological exam, so maybe.
Yeah, you would think you would have, like a Southern accent being from North Carolina. But North Carolina is such a weird state. Is it Southern? It's not South Carolina.
It's technically the South. We're in the Bible Belt.
Okay.
I think I say some things kind of country.
I've never heard you
like
say.
When I'm mad.
Do you say y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's kind of country. I cannot say y'all.
Like, y'all, don't get me started. But I don't say, like, y'all. You know, like, I'm not like, y'all, don't get...
I have to say you guys.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever said you guys. I always say y'all.
It's because I'm from New York. But I don't really have an accent either, so...
I'm from the motherfucking Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me. Wait, do I have an accent? Because I don't.
I don't think you do.
Thank you.
I feel like maybe I'm delusional. I feel like we talk the same.
You're definitely delusional.
Great.
I'm Car.
Chris, what's with the grunting? Where are we grunting? Literally, Kim, people are dying.
Sometimes I feel like a Latina accent.
Sometimes.
Like
it comes out
it's
sometimes.
like, and that's a little New York.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you don't have a Southern accent, which honestly I'm cool with. Kind of annoying.
I can't imagine just like walking around talking with a country accent all day. Like, I think it sounds great on some people, but like I feel like no one would listen to me the way that they do now if I talk like this all the time. You know, like I don't think I would demand the same respect. People would be like, she's so sweet.
Like, what are accents? Why?
I know.
It's a dialect?
Yeah. It's like different dialect. Like, Allison's going to be editing this. So she's going to be pissed. But she's from Pennsylvania and she says, like, ask. Like, I'm going to ask that. Like,
I'm going to ask.
Ask. Yeah. And I'm like, what?
Okay.
But yeah. Like,
and then
same country.
And then Canadians have like a weird. Yeah, but they also say certain things like weird. I don't know what it is though. I can't even think of it right now. But it's so weird.
I love like that side of TikTok, and maybe no one else is on it. But like the vocal or like speech study TikTok, where it's like language TikTok or like whatever, where they like focus in on like how different places pronounce different like sounds in different ways. Like, I love seeing that. Like, I love like observing that.
TikTok before.
Oh wow, I love that shit. My For You page
What's
is
it called?
I don't know what to call it. Like, I don't really know what to call it. But it's like, so like say like the OU sound, it's like ow, right? Or no, okay. I'm trying to think of a good one. Like love, like the O sound in love for us is love. But there are some places that say like loaf, or like lolf. Like it's like the different pronunciation
Lolf?
of like
Lolf,
the same letter. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, same thing with where's in the United Kingdom? They talk English, but it's just like a different like different letters sound different to them, I guess.
It's so cool.
Why?
I don't know. But it's nice.
I was also thinking about that on my honeymoon. I'm like, where the fuck did languages come from? And like just the way people look. Like, how come people from one area look like this versus like it's just so
I think like
weird.
Look wise it's based on like geography.
Oh my god.
And like how close you are to the equator and
environment. Have you ever done a DNA test?
No.
Or no. Yeah, is it DNA? Ancestry?
Girl, you know I haven't gotten any blood shit done. You know.
No, that one's you just spit in a bottle.
Yeah, I don't want them to make a clone of me.
Oh my god.
It's owned by Google. I'm sorry. I can't.
What? 23andMe?
23andMe. It's owned by Google.
Okay, well I did it.
That's
my entire life has been a lie.
What do you mean?
I have always been told that I'm half Dominican, half Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're not?
No.
What are you?
I am Dominican and Puerto Rican, but like literally nothing. And now I feel really weird. Like I don't know what to tell people when they ask me. Because I'm like, am I lying? Or do I just always say what I've been? So I'm 31% Portugal, 22% Spaniard, which I knew I was Spaniard.
Yeah.
14% France, and 11% Puerto Rican. And then if you go all the way down, I am 5% Dominican. And when I went to Dominican Republic, because that's where I honeymooned, I didn't look like any of them. And I was like I have the culture, like that is my culture, but I don't like
you were like raised.
I love Dominican food. I love music, all that,
but
whatever.
Blood-wise.
But I'm not.
You're not actually that Dominican.
No, and
that's
I felt
crazy.
so weird when I was there because I was like, I don't look like any of these people.
I would be really curious. I don't know anything about my ancestry. I just know that I know that I'm Irish for sure. Like I know that I've got a lot of Irish in me. I'm pretty sure like a good portion of my ancestors were like Wiccans in Ireland, like witches.
I can see that
in like northern.
Wait,
Ireland.
You should definitely do that. Look at all the things that I came back. I'm 1% Jewish.
Wow.
Which I didn't even know that was a race.
I didn't either.
What's up with that? But it's so cool, and then it also tells you.
Whoa.
Oh, I have a cousin somewhere. Look.
It tells you like about other people.
My first cousin. Wait, I just saw this. Oh, Maribel, yeah.
Which cousin? No, just
kidding. Shut the fuck up. And then it tells you traits. Casey, for some reason, like could see his, but I can't. But it tells you like taking naps. Like, is it more genetic for me and environmental kind of thing? Or like, are you a morning or a night person? Like, what's your peak? My peak is late morning.
How can I know
I'm
that?
Peaking right now. Don't you see me peaking right now? I'm fucking peaking.
My peaks are at like 7 a.m.
Yeah. No, I'm not even alive at that time. So it's really cool. It tells you when you're the most like
weird
performative, which
How
it makes
would it
sense.
know that?
Because your DNA. So you need to do that. Spit in the fucking tube and just do it. Like, please.
How much does it cost?
It's like, I don't know, $60.
Okay.
Get it on Amazon. It's me and Casey got it for each other last Christmas. Like I got him one, he got me one. We didn't even know. We're just like soulmates.
You guys are just like so
it's
cute.
Like a thing that we do.
You guys are so cute. I could just sleep on the train tracks.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. It was just cool. We were just talking.
Like
about
I would
that.
like to know that, but I also am high on controversy and conspiracy theories.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you like a clone of you? I mean, it'd be kind of cool.
Not if the clone is replacing me and doing better than me.
Oh. Well,
what if the clone is more successful? And then I just
it'd be kind of cool.
Vanish off into nothing.
You can just like
it would be cool to have a clone to like, you know, like send to work when I'm feeling tired.
Yeah.
You know.
So do it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get you for Secret Santa this year and I'll just get you one. And just like force you into it.
You just like hand select me for Secret Santa.
Yeah, I'm like
opening all of them.
What are the odds?
Oh my god. How did I get
so weird?
What? That's crazy.
But it's cool. So, and I think one of my traits is probably like social media. was trying to do a segue.
Let's segue into that. Speaking of social media, we're talking about social media today.
Yeah.
Remember when you said that you hated the internet a couple episodes ago?
Yeah, I take it back.
She loves it.
I was just burnt out, you guys. Now I'm back and I love it and I feel
now
good.
She's peaking. We caught her in her peak hours.
No, I'm peaking right now.
So.
This is my prime time. So
yes.
Get ready. I'm gonna unleash some serious knowledge on you.
Let's get it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought it'd be really cool to talk about social media for this episode pertaining to hairstylist, because it is part of the job description now. It's really hard to be a hairstylist without incorporating social media into your life these days.
I wouldn't have had any clients in hair school if I didn't have social media. Mm-hmm. I would have maybe had like 4.
It's important, and I know it's like annoying at times, but it's so vital to your success in the hair industry, because
it really is
free advertisement. It's how you reach your dream clientele. It's how you showcase your work. I mean, it's literally everything right now. And
sorry.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, like, I feel like a lot of the girls here have made comments recently about, they're like, you always get clients who want like warm dimensional balayage. Like, you have so many clients who want that. Like, I'm like, yeah, none of my clients want like super icy bright platinum blonde, because I don't post those. Like, I do them. I know how to do them, and like they look great, but like I post for what I want my clientele to be. Like, when they're like looking for inspo and they're looking through my Instagram, they're seeing dimension, they're seeing melty, they're seeing warm, golden, brunette. Like, that's what I like doing. So I like to post those so that when people want to use my Instagram as their inspo photos, they're pulling from that kind of work.
So what's your dream clientele?
Literally, I never want to do baby lights. I will do them. I
love baby lights.
I don't like them at all. It's just too much. I don't like that many foils. I don't like.
Is it like too tedious for you?
It kills my body. It's just too mechanical. It's just like, I'm going up the head and I'm baby lighting and I'm going up the hairline and I'm, it's just like, it's so mechanical to me. And I'm foiling for way too long. Like, it just takes so much more time, and it's less impactful in my opinion. Like, I don't like solid. I don't like, I need dimension in my clientele. Like, I love Rue. I love that like melty look. I like really bright around the face, but still dainty. Like, I don't like a thick, chunky money piece, but I like a lot of brightness around the face. Very melty, very dimensional. Love warm tones. That's my ideal.
You do love warm tones.
I love warm tones. Okay. It makes maintenance so much easier. Like, my ideal clientele are people who like easy maintenance.
Okay, but what about like personality wise? What's your dream clientele?
Oh my god. Like, people who are very social, or they have the same kind of humor as me. Yeah. I love all of my clients regardless of their dating status, but I do bond a lot with my single girls. Yeah. Because we experience a lot of the same shit, and we have a lot of content to talk about, like when I have my very happily married clients, I'm like, I'm so happy for you and not at all jealous, like, but like when I have like my single girls, we're like, listen to what this fucker did last week. Listen to what this guy did. And they'll come in and be like, what happened to that guy you were talking to? Oh, he was like hooking up with the entire city. Like, like, I like my man haters. I like people very dry, sarcastic. I like someone who's like a little bit bitchy. Yeah. Like, I like when my clients, like, I love those clients that people are like, does your client hate me? I'm like, no, that's just how she is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, I also, like, I have so many different kinds of clients, and I love all of them. Like, I love my mom clients. I love my solo like, one of my favorite clients of all time. I don't think she's ever been married, never had kids, never did anything like that. She's like in her 50s, travels the world.
She's like you, though.
She's literally me.
But like, your dream clientele is who you're advertising to.
Yeah.
So like, you love all your clients.
I like them,
but like, that's who you're advertising to online.
I'm advertising to free spirited, like, funny, hot girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like people confuse what a dream clientele is a lot. Like, it's like who you are, like,
yes,
like, who are you talking to online?
Yes, yeah. I feel like I post a lot about, like, empowerment and, you know, like, I'm not gonna, like, really filter myself on my hair Instagram, and if clients don't like that, we're not gonna be a good fit, because I'm not gonna filter myself at the chair either. You know,
to a certain extent.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, I'm not gonna walk around being like, yeah, I just, like, sucked some dick. Like, like, I would never. Yeah. There's professionalism filter, but not, like,
which you're good with.
Personality filter.
Yeah, you're really good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think with social media, advertising to your dream clientele is important, and, like, understanding who your dream clientele is, so then you can curate your Instagram for that, because, like, I have, like, shifted my Instagram from, like, advertising to my dream clientele to now advertising to hairstylists, which has been kind of a weird transition.
But it also like makes sense for you with where you're at. Like, I mean, your books are really full. It's not like you're like reaching for a bunch of new clients. Like, you have a solid client base.
Yeah, which is nice. Yeah. But so social. Oh my god. Glitching. So anyway, different forms of social media, Instagram and TikTok, I feel like, are the two biggest ones. I suck at TikTok. TikTok doesn't like me.
TikTok loves us, and we love you guys on TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok does love us. TikTok loves the pod, but TikTok does not love me and my content, and I just don't think I understand, like, what picks up on Instagram, or I'm sorry, on TikTok. Yeah. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Help me.
Help me. My thing is, like, TikTok, you gotta be fast paced. You gotta be funny. You gotta reach to Gen Z. TikTok, you gotta, like, Gen Z isn't the only people using TikTok, obviously, but the algorithm is hijacked to Gen Z humor. So, like, the more, like, funny and stupid you are basically on TikTok, like, the more successful it's gonna be. Because, like, I don't know if you remember when I first started the salon TikTok, we were doing, like, hair stuff, and it wasn't doing good. Yeah. But we started popping off when we started doing silly TikToks. Like, silly TikToks do well. Instagram, silly doesn't do as well. Like, there's, like, a few, but, like, education does really well.
Is that why?
I think so. I mean, I don't know, like, the specifics of the algorithm or anything, but I just think, like, TikTok in general has a very niche humor. Like, TikTok humor is, like...
Well, TikTok, I guess, has a humor, underlying humor constantly.
Yeah.
It's, like, more entertainment.
Yes. TikTok is, like, you're sitting on your phone scrolling. You need to post something that's going to make someone stop scrolling. Otherwise, they're just going to keep scrolling. Like, if you take too long to get to the point, like, our TikToks... on the podcast, the ones that do the best are when the first sentence is, we're making this point that is catching people's attention. You know, where we're like, I can't stand when clients do this. That's stopping a hairstylist. They're like, I'm listening. You know what I mean? But if I were to post just this part of the conversation on the TikTok, and this was the whole, like, this was the first impression they got, they're not stopping. They're not going to stop scrolling. TikTok is about immediately grabbing your attention. And Instagram is, like, they're here to watch the process, I feel.
But the only thing with TikTok, it's not, like...
It's not going to be local.
Well, yeah, if you're doing TikTok, it's for, like, the pure love of it and, like, you wanting to entertain. Because TikTok does not... It's not, like, a advertisement for clients.
Yeah. That's why I'll post some hair-related things on my personal TikTok. You know? Because I'm not necessarily thinking I'm going to find clients on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's the biggest
if
difference.
I post, like, hair stuff, like, when I did Hannah's hair, and I had that, like, really, like, silly consultation, I posted that on my personal TikTok because I'm like, I don't think clients are going to see this and be like, let me book with her. Like, that's not why I was posting it. I was just posting it because it's, like, funny, you know?
Yeah. TikTok is... Yeah,
TikTok is just unhinged. Like... The more problematic you are, honestly, the better on TikTok.
Yeah, and I can't do that.
I know.
I'm weird with that.
Well, and you also, I mean, you have, not that I don't have a professional image to uphold, but I have far less.
It's a salon, though.
Yeah. I'm not what I post on my personal TikTok isn't going to directly affect salon business. But if you posted, you know, under your name, Caitlin Caban, if you posted some like drunk unhinged shit on your TikTok, like that's going to be, your name is associated with the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I get like scared that if we get canceled for something, that everyone's going to flood the reviews. Because people do that.
I know. They're fucking insane.
So I don't really fuck with TikTok, but Instagram I do fuck with. Which is...
I don't do well on Instagram.
No?
Like, when I'm just being myself on my stories, like, yeah, I have hella clients engaging in my, like, DMs. You know, like, they're like, oh, my God, ha, ha, ha. You know, like, and we're, like, chatting it up, having a great time, as it is in my chair. But, like, my reels are not, like... I can use trending sounds. I can post a beautiful video of some hair. Like, they don't do well.
I just think Instagram, it like takes one reel to like go viral, and then it starts boosting your other ones. Because that's what happened to me.
I don't know. For me, I use Instagram as more, and maybe this is bad, but I'm not in a desperation mindset. You know what I mean? Like which is a gift due to working at this salon. You know, like I know I'm not like scraping for clients. Like there'll be those random openings, and those, you know, it sucks when that happens, but like generally I'm like not really like scraping for clientele. So like what I post on my Instagram, I'm not really focused on like the engagement, the numbers with like my reels and whatever. I'm strictly using it as portfolio. Like I will post the work that I like, whether it gets 2 likes or 200 likes, it doesn't matter. Like it's on my Instagram, so when people go to my Instagram, inevitably they will see the work I've done. Like whether you double tap it or not doesn't bother me.
Which is what hairstylists mostly need to use it for anyway, unless like you're trying to be a hairstylist that's like a content creator or something of that sort. But I think for like the general hairstylist community, like that is what it should be used for.
It's a portfolio.
But I do think like a couple things to like getting a successful Instagram page means like consistency. Like you can't just post like once every couple months. Like clients notice that, and they're gonna be like, okay, so
does she even do hair?
Chick doesn't even do hair. Like what, does she hate it? I think having the same background on all your photos is really important. I mean, not the same exact, but like the same kind of vibe. You can't have a white background and then a natural background and then black. Like it has to be consistent, or else it looks really sloppy and messy.
I agree.
I think that your work needs to look similar in a way that, I'm not saying like only post like one type of hair, but I mean like the way that you style has to be consistent. Like it has to look clean. Like you can't have one sloppy photo and then like one edited really nicely. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also like with hair specifically, I have a little bit of a pet peeve that's happening on Instagram right now. With like social media marketing. And I get it for some time. I was literally just talking to Dallas about this the other day. It bothers me when people do that low exposure on every single one of their like hair photos and hair video. Like the low exposure look is cute, like it's vibey,
it's like a moody,
and like I understand, like for like say an educational post, you know, like having that like low exposure so that you can see font more clearly when you type on it, or like if you're doing like a vibey post, like, you know, and you get like a clip of you at work and a clip of your client, like vibey shit like that, totally get it. That's a vibe. I understand. But doing the low exposure for like, look at this, you know, brown balayage, and it's like hella low exposure. I'm like, what does the hair actually look like though? You know? I think that's such a poor way of marketing your work. Yeah,
using like too many presets.
Yeah.
Just don't put it. I don't think hair.
You don't need to on hair.
Photos need presets. No. And if they do, then.
The most they'll do is like refine like the brightness level to like be a little bit darker, like just slightly darker, or like contrast just a little, like slight, like slight editing just so it's more like what my eyes see and not like what the camera picks up on. But it's still like it's minimal editing. I'm not editing like colors. I'm not editing the entire like overlay of the photo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed. Reels is huge, even for clients. It just gives them it like breaks up the profile a little bit if you post reels. And also like Instagram just doesn't love photos anymore, which
It's a bummer. I still like only post photos.
But I don't know if that's only in like the hair world, because like my photos do. If I post a personal photo on my Instagram,
yeah, it's just hair. It's
but
just
like
hair.
a hair photo, it's just like flops.
No, literally.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know it really bugs me, but
like
I also think though, so like my engagement is not too far off with like hair photos, but I also don't have like a very large following. I have like almost 900 followers. Like it's like small, you know. But like my hair photos will do great. They have more engagement. I'll post a reel and it's not. I mean, it's more because it like goes through like the reels feed rather than like photos aren't gonna show up on random people's feeds, like just standalone photos, but reels will, because it's like
because they're pushing it.
Yeah, but
I do miss the days of hair Instagram photos. Like it was just so simple. It wasn't like, it's hard enough capturing your work like a still shot. Now you have to fucking edit a whole ass video. Like
it's a lot.
It's too much.
I don't know how you do it either. Like there are so many times that I want to take more content of like what I do, because like I love what I do and I'm pretty proud of the work that I put out, you know, and so like the process is satisfying to me. Like I genuinely like the process of doing hair, and I think it's really satisfying. And I'm always like, okay, this is a really good client to do some content on, you know, like this is a good client to get some videos, and I just like don't
do it. I've been doing that a lot, especially with like my YouTube videos. Like I'm just like, fuck, I just don't even want to like,
I don't even want to
do the extra work, because that's what it is. It's extra work, and you're just like,
I know,
fuck.
I know. It's like I kind of just want to like do my clients and like slay and just leave it there.
I
need
was
like a
doing
camera crew
that.
to follow me around, so like I don't have
but
to
also
do it.
I think you just need to get remotivated again, like, because I was like that, and then
I'm so motivated with what I'm doing though. Like I'm not burnt out with doing hair. I'm like the most excited I've ever been with doing hair.
But just remotivated with like social media. Because it gets old. Like, I was so burnt out with social media up until now. Now I feel like I had that 2-week break, and that I feel good, but oh my god, it just like gets so repetitive, and I'm like, I don't know what else you people want to see. Like what, like and now it's switched. Now the foiling videos are out. Which was my fucking shit. Now I gotta show my face and like put my clients in that situation. That's what bugs me.
That's the part. It's like, how do you guys, like, even my chill clients that I've like seen 7,000 times, like, and I know that they would be perfectly comfortable in front of a camera, it still sort of disrupts the flow for me. Like, I don't want to sit them down in my chair and then be like, okay, like, I'm going to put this tripod up and I'm going to start recording, but act natural. Like, I don't know. It just, like, it makes it feel not organic to me, and I'm so big on like how my clients feel in my chair.
I know. And even though they say they're like cool with it, I'm just like, it kind of like messes up the vibe of the appointment. I don't know.
Well, it's like even that, like, it messes up the vibe of the consultation for me too, because like I don't want it to feel like they think that it's a script that you know, like for the content. Like I don't want them to feel like it's not organic. Like I'm gonna do the normal consultation, but like how do they know that I'm doing a normal consultation versus like trying to do something for the camera, and like are they gonna respond in the way they normally would,
and then they're like, wait, how should I respond? Or like, do I smile? Like, am I saying the right thing?
People who do like a lot of consult videos, like, how do you introduce that conversation with your clients? Because like I've only been able to do that with my like closest friends, like people that I'm coming in on days off to do their hair, like not doing it like as clients that like they're like friends of mine and I'm doing their hair on a day off. That's the only time I've been able to do that comfortably.
I wish I could just put like a little camera that's like a dot and they don't even notice.
They don't even know it.
Something that because I've started to dabble in it and I just hate it so much, but whatever. I'll just put the camera and I'm like, I'm gonna record this, literally don't even look at it, and then I'll put the exposure down a bunch so they don't even see it, because then it gets awkward when it's like,
I've only used my back camera when I do it, so it's not even facing them.
Oh, okay. I do forward. Okay, well that's a good idea too then. But I just downplay it. I'm like, oh, I like literally like just gonna put this here.
Pay no mind.
Don't even
content.
Like, that's literally what I say. I'm like, oh my god, I just need to batch right now. But I don't know. It's hard to keep up.
I am slouching so bad.
It's hard to keep up with Instagram just because it's constantly like changing. Like, I bet you a year from now, like, the console videos are not going to be a thing.
No.
And, like, what I'm just waiting for it to go back. You know what I want to be a thing on Reels? It's just a fucking hair video. Just literally the after. Oh,
that's what, see,
look at it.
Yes,
and
like, I always post those. Like, I always, like, take, like, you know, where you're, like, start at the root. You, like, wave your camera around so you can see all of the little pops, all of the dimension. Like,
or, like, a little bouncy. Like, that's it. Like, why does it have to be
What's so wrong with that? What's so wrong with just admiring the work?
I know. And
talk about instant gratification. Like, you're just looking at the beauty. Like, you don't have to sit there and dedicate a bunch of time to it at all.
Yeah. So, Instagram, we've got a few complaints.
And I'm annoyed because I feel like, and I know this is like how your algorithm has been kind of changed with your following and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't want to post educational videos. Like, right. I don't want to post educational videos.
No, because, your audience is going to change. Yeah. And because it changed for me. I think I talked about this already. But, like, if I'm trying to fill an opening, when I had 4,000 followers and was only doing client stuff, I would literally get like 50 DMs. Yeah. Now I'll get like 5, which is still like better than nothing. Totally. But it's just like I can tell the difference. Yeah. There's a difference there. Yeah. But it depends what you're using social media for. Yeah. And it's okay to just use it for clients. Like, not every hairstylist has to be a content creator. Like, don't let social media use it regardless. Use it. Yeah, you have to use it. Yeah, you have to. Like, if you want to be successful, you have to use social media. Unfortunately, I know it's a lot of work, but like the way that I use it doesn't feel like a lot of work. I post the hair that I do, and then on my stories I'll post like me talking sometimes, you know, just like, or like, you know, it's been really bothering me recently, you know, shit like that on my stories. Yeah. Get some engagement with my clients, talk to my girls that I haven't seen in a few months, and they'll always let them be like, oh, can't wait to talk at our next appointment, you know, like I'm like, yeah, that kind of vibe. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be, it's not super crazy. Hard work for me. It doesn't feel like I'm like overexerting, but I feel that pressure though of like, I feel like I should get more content because like I love the result and I love what I'm doing in the process of getting to that result. But I like I'm so scared to post stuff like that and then like only hairstylists be following me. But there's also like reels that you can post for clients, like even if it's like just you foiling and you just put it there and then you like put like, I don't know, a little word like over text it. On it. Yeah. So there are different ways, but yeah, social media is it's a lot, but it's a must. Like if you're not using it as a stylist, you really are you're losing out on so much potential money. Yeah. Clientele, exposure. Truly. Like it's, and like don't be afraid to show who you are. I think that's the best thing you can do. Like, for example, just my client yesterday, she was like, how long have you been working here? I was like, well, I've been working here for about 3 years, but like I've only been behind the chair here for like just under a year. And I'm like, but not to scare you. She was like, oh no, it's like, I'm not scared at all. Like I already stalked your hair Instagram. Like I knew that you were good. Like I wasn't worried about it. And I was like, oh, you vetted me. And she was like, oh yeah. I was like, honestly good though. And she was like, yeah, your vibe seemed really cool. Like I felt like, I felt make it personal at the same time. Like you can't just post hair stuff. Yeah. I think for a hairstylist that's using Instagram for just getting clientele, just to be a hairstylist, not a content creator, I think it's important to like have highlights because highlights minimize the amount of messages that you get when you can just answer questions on there. Yeah. I think you should have a personal highlight, like a little about you, so, like get a little insight on like your personality to see if they'll mesh with you. Yeah. A highlight on your hours, a highlight on your pricing, where you're located, and then I think a highlight on like more hair content that you don't want to flood your feed with. Yeah, like stuff that you post on your stories, like save it as a highlight. And I think like your bio for hairstylists who want to advertise for just getting clients, you should definitely have your name on there. Like don't have it be like paint, snip. That used to be Rachel's. What was Rachel's was snip, paint or something like that. So don't do that. I think for a second that was a thing, but now it's not. Like, people want to just see your name. In your bio, you should have where you work at the salon, or if you're in a studio,
like the name of your studio.
Yeah, the name of your studio. Yeah. I think you should have the like way to communicate with you on there. Like, if you're a text-based salon, or call this number for appointments. And I think you should put the area that you're in, obviously, but it also like show a little bit of personality on there. Just like if you have room, like be like, hey girl, so you like, I don't know, something
like
silly.
Mine says like it says like Raleigh blonding specialist, and then blonding specialist at Cabana & Co, and then it's like easy maintenance hair plus gassing women up, like, you know, like that's my thing. That's a
little insight, like on kind of like her vibe. So have fun with it, but I think there's definitely like a structure to it too.
Structure is definitely important, and it's like what we were talking about in the last episode, like transparency is important. Like
pricing, just put your prices on there. Like,
why are you hiding from your own prices? Like, post them. People need to know.
But
you're more likely
you time. Like, if someone doesn't want to spend that much, don't go back and forth DMing, and then they're like, okay, so how much is it gonna be? And you're just like, oh, and then they're like, oh, never mind, it's too much. It's like, why did you just
spend all that time? Like, they could have just taken a look at like general like baseline price and decided if that's gonna be a good fit for them or not before they even message you.
And then I think just for any stylist who is feeling like burnt out on Instagram, or just like not knowing what the hell to post, something that I do is I'll just like scroll through I think on Instagram it's the discover page. It's kind of like the for you page or whatever. But I'll just scroll through there, and like I'll pay attention to what I'm liking and what's catching my eye, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I should do something like
definitely.
that. That's helped me a ton, because there are so many times where I'm like, what do I post? I also have, I'm just gonna do a little plug real quick, you know, but I have a little something that I put together. If you go on my Instagram page and then click the link in my bio, it's 100+ social media prompts, and I literally just sat down over the course of a couple weeks and just like wrote down every idea that I've ever gotten for social media, in case you are like really stuck and like social media is not your thing. I have over 100 different prompts, and it'll tell you like before and after, or you know, just a bunch of different ideas. So that's a good option.
Love it.
So social media.
Love it, hate it. My
Are you okay?
What the fuck? My biggest suggestion would be to do at least 2 hard posts a week, and post on your story as often as you fucking feel like it. But like, I will post on my Instagram story probably like 3 or 4 days a week. And like my story, I feel like I use for more personal things, and then my hard posts are usually my portfolio.
Same. But I post on my story every day. I think it's fun. I'm like, hey, like, what's up? Like,
no,
I'll just say random shit. I'm like, who cares? But
then it's like that, like the few people that engage like on what I'm fired up about, I'm like, yes, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like
the connection. You're building the connection. So I like stories more for personal.
Same.
And then hard post for hair stuff. So social media. I could go on forever. I could go on for lighting forever. What the background should look like. Like, we could go on and on and on. But I'm not gonna bore you guys, because all of this is also very accessible on Instagram. Hair picture tips. No, literally, you can find
you can find everything that you need on Instagram. So
but
I'm not gonna spare.
Gave you a little something that you can't find on Instagram. But if you guys want us to do another episode on social media, because I'm sure we could do like a part 2, 3, 4. Let us know like what struggles you guys have with social media, or what you want us to talk about in regards to social media, or any topics, because we're here to chit chat.
We're here to chit chat.
Always. So you can follow me on Caitlin Command Hair,
Courtney Cab Hair, and Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, Bitches in the Breakroom.
I like how I always let you say all that. Because I'm like, I'm going to just fuck that up. But we love you, bitches, so much. Bitches. We'll see you next time. Mwah.